Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar of our 2022 season. My name is Dan McDonald, Sales and Marketing Development Associate with Baxter Media, and I'm here with Emma Madro, one of our student finalists from the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Now, just before we get into things, I'd like to give an enthusiastic shout out to our program sponsors this year. We have Manulife, Propel, powered by Tourism HR Canada, ACTA, the Association of Canadian Travel Agencies, TIO, the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario, and SCAL Canada. Thank you for helping to make BSAP a continued success. I'd also like to let everyone know that at the end of this webinar, you'll have the chance to submit a question or two to our finalist. To do so, please type it into the Q&A section of the public chat box, which will be towards the right-hand side of this screen, and those questions will be answered in due time. And remember, this is a live session, so your patience is appreciated during any technical difficulties that might arise. And without further ado, I will now hand things over to Emma Madro. Welcome, Emma. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm super thrilled to be here. All right, and we've got the screen up. It's showing?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. I'll get started here. So, hola and buenos tardes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emma Madro. I am a second-year travel and tourism student, and I'm studying here in Calgary at the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, or as we call it, SAIT. I am excited to present to you all today my destination of choice. I've decided to base my study on the beautiful and romantic city or country of Spain. So let's jump right in. So Spain, a country so rich and full of history, culture, natural beauty, and exquisite architectural achievements. It is undoubtedly one of the most well-rounded countries to visit, as it boasts stunning Mediterranean beaches, an exotic mix of Gothic and Islamic architecture, cuisine like no other, and art that comes in every shape and form. It's reasons like these and so many more that make Spain the second most visited country in Europe. That's huge. So the United Nations World Tourism Organization report states that a total of 82.8 million travelers visited Spain in 2018. This country is so beloved and is constantly inviting new travelers while simultaneously welcoming back past travelers time and time again. This country has so much to do and try that one visit simply won't be enough. There's truly something for every demographic of traveler, and this makes Spain such a remarkable country to visit, sell, and promote. All of these aspects, which we will dive closer into throughout these next few slides. So throughout history, Spain has proven itself many times to be a popular and heavily sought after piece of land. With many foreign invaders from across Europe and Northern Africa, the history of Spain is quite extensive. I want to focus a little bit of this section today on the Moors. Around 711 AD, led by Berber general Tariq ibn Ziyad, the Moors were a North African Muslim group that captured the Iberian Peninsula, aka the Spain and Portugal that we know today. The Muslim kingdom, known as Al-Andalus, occupied much of the peninsula and prospered as a cultural and economic center for arts and sciences for over 700 years. Now, the Moors brought advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and agriculture to Spain. Not only that, but the architecture during the Al-Andalus period was heavily integrated by Islamic structure and design, building enormous palaces, forts, and mosques throughout the peninsula. The Moorish architecture in Spain is some of the greatest around the world and is so clearly evident to this day. Now, one of the most visited architectural structures during this time is the famous Alhambra fortress in the hills of Granada. Exposing its eye for detail and bringing in 3 million visitors a year, this structure has remained an iconic attraction for centuries. This period of Muslim rule came to a harsh end when Christian kingdoms of Castile and Aragon came together and conquered the Emirate of Granada in 1492. Known as the Reconquista, the battles by Christian states expelled the Moors along with many Jews from the country. This allowed the reign of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella to unite the Spanish crown. They were to oversee the development and growth of the future Spanish Empire and are infamously known to have empowered the Spanish Inquisition. It was in the same year of 1492 that Italian explorer Christopher Columbus went to the king and queen in Spain. He asked that they finance his expedition to find the New World. It was in accordance with their contributions, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, that Columbus would go on to discover the Americas. And while there are still thousands of years more of Spain's history that I could mention to you all, For the sake of allowing time for you to listen to other presentations today, I will leave you with that small but interesting snippet I've provided. I do want to assure you, though, that there is still so much more to learn about Spain's interesting past and its endless stories. Okay, so now that we do have a little bit of history under our belts, let's take a look at this map of Spain together, and we can explore some of its physical geography. So surrounding countries include Portugal to the west and France and Andorra to the north. Along the same northern border, you will find the magnificent Pyrenees mountain range. Past the south of Spain, just a short 30-minute ferry ride across the Strait of Gibraltar, sits the nearby country of Morocco in northern Africa. Any of these neighboring countries make for an excellent add-on to any future Spain trip. As for bodies of water, the Atlantic Ocean is just off to the west. We've got the stunning Mediterranean Sea to the east and the beautiful Bay of Biscay that sits just up north, totaling a grand 4,964 kilometers of stunning coastline. Now, Spain also hosts many islands worth exploring, with the most well-known being a part of the Balearic Islands, sitting in the Mediterranean. From the smallest to largest, we have Ibiza, well known for its active partying scene, Menorca, a botanist paradise, and lastly, Mallorca, boasting its countless coves, mountains, and wineries. What more could you ask for in an island vacation? Now, while many of us know Spain for its capital city of Madrid, there is so much more to explore in this beautiful country, no matter what direction you travel in. There are a few specific regions that I want to cover with you today. First up is the region of Catalunya, located in the northeast corner of Spain. The Catalan people offer their own distinctive language that's different to Spanish, and they also have a special cuisine that is unique to their own region. Now, the port city of Barcelona is the most known and visited city within this region and has become a huge hub for cruise travel. With two official languages, Catalan and Spanish, most locals are bilingual and can accommodate Spanish just like the rest of Spain. With beaches, city life, and mountains, Barcelona simply cannot be missed. Now heading down to the most southern part of the country, we'll find the Andalusia region. Important cities to note in this region will include Granada, Seville, and Cadiz. Along the Costa del Sol, aka the Coast of the Sun, you can find the immaculate city of Malaga, also known as the birthplace to the legendary painter Pablo Picasso. This southern region of Andalusia is most heavily painted with the Moorish brush, and especially so the city of Granada, as it was the last standing independent Muslim territory after the Reconquista. It is here that visitors can also find Baroque, neoclassical, and Renaissance-style architecture and churches, a must-see for any architecture lovers. Lastly, I want to explore the Valencia Community with you all. Along the Mediterranean coastline, this beautiful territory is recognized by UNESCO for its historic and cultural values. The city of Valencia is the third largest in Spain, but can certainly stand on its own. It is one of the most actively festive cities with a bustling nightlife and provides some of the freshest and tastiest seafood around. Now, no matter which territory or province you choose, there will be attractions aplenty. Art fanatics will love the Picasso Museum in Barcelona, the Dalí Theater and Museum in Figueres, or the Prado National Art Museum in Madrid. Walking the halls of these museums and living through the art and history it brings is truly exceptional. More interactive attractions can include exploring the gardens and feeling the tiled mosaic walls of Park Güell in Barcelona, taking in the wondrous and colorful works of the famous architect, Antoni Gaudí. Now, a bit more energetic entertainment could be partying on the famous beaches of Ibiza, dancing the days away with DJs and drinks. This has become a dream amongst many and has inspired countless movies, TV shows, and songs across the globe. Walking the tree-lined streets of La Rambla in Barcelona and shopping till one drops just might be the perfect way to spend a free afternoon in the city. This historic street can also be used to access the Liceu Opera House, along with the oldest theater in Barcelona, Teatre Principal, founded in 1568. Now, with countless incredible architectural structures like the Plaza de España in Seville, the Cathedral of Cordoba, or the Palma Cathedral in Mallorca, there is so much history to be learned and a mesmerizing amount of detail to be admired. It's special places like these that intrigue so many and are worthwhile to any traveler. Now, the beautiful thing about Spain is that it basically sells itself. The country does an immaculate job at promoting itself as a hot travel destination and is well known around the world. As travel agents, it is up to us to pick from those myriad of things that the country supplies and target it towards what our clients are looking for. Now, depending on the person, we may have more allocentric travelers seeking adventure, thrill, exciting events, or looking to explore more unique and even off the beaten track locations. We can present a higher energy or faster paced tour to this type of client, or book their trips around any lively festivals or events that they may be interested in. On the other hand, some travelers may be searching for more history, culture, art, museums, and maybe slower paced attractions. You may even get a client looking for a combination of activities and travel styles. All things are possible, and these are all things that Spain can certainly provide depending on your client's wants and needs. Taking these interests and travel styles into consideration can make catering a side of Spain a huge selling advantage and can really win over clients. Now, how exactly do we go about selling this magnificent country to our future travelers? This is where your expertise as a travel agent will truly shine. Using your pre-existing knowledge or navigating the tools that you've been granted will allow you to curate an enthralling trip for your traveler. Using global distribution systems such as Sabre or Galileo are an excellent strategy to setting up a trip. It can be used to find the most affordable flights if that's what your client is looking for, or it can be used to find the most convenient and quickest route available, or even the most comfortable. It's important to remember that not all clients are looking for low-cost options, and this can be discussed when looking for airfare or really any portion of your trip. In addition, global distribution systems can be used to zone into specific locations or attraction points to find that most suitable accommodation for your client. You can utilize these softwares to find a hotel that's located near the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona or the famous Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, or maybe even finding a cozy and charming room in the mountaintop city of Ronda. All of these are possible with the power of the GDS. Location is everything, especially when travelers will be on foot for most of their trip. Having their home base close to what they want to see and do, this will be a huge advantage to booking with you. So for any travelers looking to venture off independently, booking them a safe and reliable car through a car rental company may suit them best. And booking them hotels and or car rentals, a typical commission of 10% will be earned on each booking. Spain is a lively country with many events and celebrations to attend year-round. Promoting these events can invite travelers to visit or to stay longer in hopes of attending. There's nothing better than coming home from a trip to Spain and sharing stories of throwing tomatoes at La Tomatina Festival in August or attending a world-famous football match in Barcelona. Now, the origins of La Tomatina Festival are unknown, but fun theories include a local food fight amongst friends, a practical joke played against a bad musician, or the aftermath of a tomato truck spillage. Regardless of its origins, today thousands of attendees show up on the last Wednesday in August, fully dressed in white, ready to toss around the juicy red fruit. Classified as the world's biggest food fight, who wouldn't want to visit the city of Valencia and get a little bit messy? Now, if doing a load of whites covered in tomatoes doesn't interest your traveler, maybe sports are more their speed. Booking them a tour of the Camp Nou football stadium in Barcelona or booking tickets to a game to join the fanatic energy can make for some incredible memories. People love being part of something, and especially having the stories to bring home to share with either friends, family, or even colleagues. Give your clients some worthwhile options to make memories, and they'll be sure to visit Spain through the help of you and your agency. Building a foreign independent tour can suit all types of people that want maybe a bit more flexibility into their vacation. But Holidays which bundle a variety of services together to make a single combined trip into a single fare or price can be an excellent option for your traveler as well. Using tour operators that have already built a strong reputation can help your client feel even more secure in their trip, and having every detail already planned out on previously run tours can really put a traveler's mind to ease. Tours that include airfare through their company can not only be convenient, but provide the client with peace of mind, as the tour operator will cover any fees to change the flight if the tour gets canceled or moved. Booking guided tours through companies such as Contiki, Intrepid, and Trek Travel are brilliant ways to earn commission while selling Spain. Tour operators work hand in hand with travel agencies to sell more tours through us. This partnership helps to increase their sales, and in return, the travel agent is granted commission for providing that sale. So while the percentage of commission granted can depend on the tour operator, this is an excellent way to make a profit for you and your agency. Depending on what your traveler is looking for, there are countless tour companies to choose from. An 18 to 35-year-old looking for like-minded travelers their age, Contiki offers 30 Spain trips to choose from, varying from 4 days to 45 days long, visiting Spain alone or along a fuller itinerary with more countries along the way. Intrepid, with 20 trips, is more inclusive with their age acceptance for their travelers, but they certainly still provide tours that pack a punch and really see it all. Thirdly, a bit more of a niche company, Trek Travel targets their markets towards cycling travel adventurers. And a big hot trend that is spiking once again has been biking tours across the world, and Spain is certainly no exception. From the Great Pyrenees Mountains to the Mediterranean Sea and through the heart of Andalusia, these windy rides and tapas breaks will immerse your active traveler into the true, authentic country of Spain. Travel insurance is vital on any trip away from home. Ensuring that our clients are protected and secure is a must when booking them any tour or trip. Travel insurance has many benefits to both the clients and travel agents, and many tour operators will actually insist that the client has a policy in place before booking a tour with them. Travel is a huge investment, and to risk losing any of the money that's put down is just too big of a gamble to play. So by providing your traveler insurance on their trip, your traveler can recoup their investments on the eligible prepaid or non-refundable trip if it is canceled or interrupted for any of the covered reasons. So in the odd but possible chance of any interruptions, the ease of mind that that protection plan can supply is enormous. Knowing that reimbursement will help to cover any costs can mitigate ruining that client's experience abroad. Now, the same rings true when it comes to any travel medical insurance policies. Providing emergency health and medical insurance can protect your traveler in the events of an accident, injury, or sickness that is beyond their control. This travel insurance can alleviate the high costs that are notoriously connected to being ill or injured while traveling abroad. And companies such as Manulife or Blue Cross provide excellent coverage that can be a good opportunity to gain commission once again as a travel agent. Now, with all of these components considered and reviewed, a travel agent can pull together an amazing tour curated to their client. I want to thank you for your time, for listening to my presentation, and letting me represent SAIT in my nomination. I hope you enjoyed going on this journey through the endlessly entertaining Spain with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Gracias.
Thank you so much, Emma. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
And we'll just see if any questions get submitted here. I think we have a couple here. So Ian Stalker from Baxter Media says, I love the start of your presentation, Emma. Do you think the Spanish language is part of Spain's appeal? And how are your Spanish language skills?
My Spanish is unfortunately very limited, but I would love to learn Spanish. It is such a beautiful language, and I think just the whole Spanish culture as a whole is inspiring and just so beautiful. And I think it's a big draw to bring people in and introduce them to the language. And I think it's also cool that Spain has so many different dialects in all of their different regions. And I think that's really exciting to see as well.
I agree. It's fascinating, and I would definitely consider it to be a draw for sure.
Absolutely.
Laura Bowman from Baxter Media says, thank you for a wonderful presentation on Spain, Emma. Why did you choose Spain for your topic?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I have always wanted to go to Spain. Growing up, my dad and his best friend did a biking tour through Spain, and he just absolutely loved it. And to this day, he's constantly talking about it and always telling me that I've got to get out there one day. So, being able to dive even more into it through this project and learn so much about it was definitely inspiring. And it definitely makes me want to go on this trip even more one day. And now I know what options to use. I can use Kentucky or Intrepid, or if I want to do a biking tour like my dad, Trek Travel would be excellent.
Oh, sorry about that. I was muted there.
There we
Ian
go.
from Baxter Media is asking, what do you think is Spain's single greatest tourist attraction?
Ooh, I think definitely the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. I just know it's this immaculate building that's been in progress for so many years. And I think that's part of the draw is that it's still constantly evolving and slowly getting put together piece by piece. So getting to visit that and see it while it's growing would be really, really cool. And obviously it makes for amazing photos and it's truly iconic.
Great answer. And here's a more personal question.
Yeah.
What would you consider to be your dream job?
Ooh. I have always loved tour operators. When I got out of high school, I didn't totally know what I wanted to do immediately. And my mom, she did a Kentucky tour back when she was 18. And she said, "You have to do a Kentucky tour. You've got to travel if you're not going to school." So I said, "All right, there's worse things. I'll absolutely go for this." And I just fell in love with the company, the structure, just the job, and being able to work either as a like behind the scenes or more on the tours. Either way, it was just exciting to see all the moving parts come together and all the experiences that it grants people. So I think working for any kind of tour operator would be really, really cool.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And I'm familiar with Kentucky too.
Yeah.
Kentucky, and there's some other really great ones as well, but that would be, that's a very good answer.
Yeah. And I've been lucky enough. I applied for their ambassadorship 2 years ago, right before the lockdowns happened. But I was able to get that as a really cool opportunity as well and kind of help spread their message and help get more participants with them. So that's been really cool opportunity
Oh,
as well.
that's so great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I do believe that's it for the submitted questions here. Let me just confirm that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's right. So I'd like to thank everyone that attended this webinar today. Thank you all so much for being here and for supporting the Baxter Student Ambassador Program in its 8th year. And I would like to give a huge thank you to Emma Madro for her fantastic presentation today. Thank you so much, Emma, for being here.
Thank you so, so much for having me. It's been an honor.
Congrats again on being named one of the finalists from SAIT. And we will be in touch over the next couple of weeks.
Excellent. Thank you so, so much.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.